Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Class, starring Anthony Michael Hall. It's billed as a comedy movie. I say it's Marxism. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's The Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Thanks to all who came out to Lucille's Luncheonette yesterday. And I will be at Thunder Road Books on September 3rd. That's a Saturday at 11 a.m. doing another signing. Stop on by. Okay. So Anthony Michael Hall is the gruff, regular teacher who wants nothing to do with these layabouts who are in summer school. And then here's the nice woman who's going to reach these kids. I have to reach these kids. From South Park, if you remember. And these kids are out of control, and they've got problems, real problems. But Anthony Michael Hall doesn't care. He doesn't care. We got to reach these kids. We have to reach these kids. How do I speak to these kids? So they tell the kids, all right, make a play based on your own experiences, because nothing says teaching like talking about the very experiences of the students who are there to learn. So I have a huge problem with this. This is supposed to be like that 80s movie, The Breakfast Club, because they're from 5 different cultures and they got problems with drugs and drinking, and Anthony Michael Hall doesn't care, but they're going to stand on desk and discover themselves. They all have a past. They all have a past. No, you're drinking? You're drinking in detention or class or whatever this is. Now they all have each other. Because, when I was trapped in school with people I didn't like, I suddenly became their friends. And this guy, he's just lashing out because he doesn't have anybody. Oh, let's hug and cry, because that's educational. Hugging and crying. Hugging and crying. What do I have when I walk out of here? You'll have me. Okay. All they have is each other. And Anthony Michael Hall is like, let's just fail these people and go home. She's like, no, I've created a safe space. What is that? Oh, it's called teaching. You wouldn't understand, Dad. She doesn't call him Dad. I mean, what? Oh, and then he's going to spy on them. And then, oh no, he's going to trip over a bush. This is the big moment where he, hilarious. Anthony Michael Hall doing a pratfall backwards. Hilarious. Kids coming together. Hilarious. This looks like drudgery. It looks like they learn nothing. They learn nothing but some soft touch in the school. Oh, I've reached these kids. I've reached them. Oh, it's Debbie Gibson? I didn't recognize her. That's Debbie Gibson? No way. Oh, no way. For those of you who don't know, Debbie Gibson was a singer back in the 80s. Just like Anthony Michael Hall was a big deal back in the 80s. Oh, let me see Debbie Gibson again. That's Debbie Gibson? Where the heck is... I can't believe that's Debbie Gibson. With Debbie Gibson and Anthony Michael Hall. So it's mostly focused on the kids. Oh, wait, there they are. Hold on. Where the heck are they? That is Debbie Gibson. Debbie Gibson. She's the real teacher. She's doing the teacher things. Not Anthony Michael Hall, who just wants to fail them based on grades. Based on grades. We don't want grades. We don't want your patriarchy, Mr. Anthony Michael Hall. Written and directed by Nicholas Salozzi. And sponsored by the Teachers Union of America. No, it doesn't say that, but that's what I imagine. He's also one of the producers doing all the heavy lifting of Marxism. That's what this is. It's Marxism. It's, what do they call it? emotional learning, SEL, something emotional learning. And it's about the kids teaching the teachers. They have just as much to teach, you understand. They need each other as a collective because communism somehow works. Somehow works. Yeah, forget about learning math or science or reading anything. Forget about actually doing classwork. I have to reach these kids. Yeah, forget about balancing your checkbook or just your checking account, I should say. Nobody has a checkbook anymore. Forget about that. Forget about learning how to spend your money. Forget about, how to make money, how to get a job, how to write a resume, how to do a job interview. Forget about, learning skills, important work skills so you could support yourself in the coming economy. No! We're going to do a play. We're going to do a play because we have feelings that we need to be in touch with. If we just get in touch with those feelings, then everything will be good. You'll see, Dad. Look, I get that you have to have drama. And if you're asking me if I like The Breakfast Club, not really. I thought it was just as emotionally manipulative as this. But, at least that was a time when that sort of paradigm was kind of unusual because we were in school where teachers actually wanted us to learn stuff. And yes, there are kids they got problems, man. They come from very dysfunctional families. When I was doing substitute teaching back in the 90s and the 2000s, I saw it too, and I was only the substitute. And it was scary to kind of see a kid that would be really messed up. I don't know. And some of them were just goofing around because have you ever been in high school? Have you ever been in a classroom? Do you remember one moment of it, adults, when you would go, hey, let's F with the substitute, or hey, let's F with the teacher? Oh, what did you do today? Oh, I completely lied. I completely lied to the principal. I told him I was having problems. Yeah, we did it in the 80s too. Only back in the 80s, they were extremely skeptical of our lies and would threaten to call your parents and to confirm that you're a big liar. Oh, but now, no, the students have stuff for us to teach. Oh, you're getting in touch with your feelings? Oh, I should have known. Oh, what? You're questioning your gender identity? Well, you don't have to do homework then. No. You go sit in the air conditioned office and just relax. Forget about learning things. I mean, the SETs are coming up. Oh, that's all patriarchy anyway. The important thing is you protested like a revolutionary. What the hell is this? Is this anything realistic in terms of high school? I would just love to see a movie like this where the students lie through their effing teeth through the entire movie and get caught and are constantly lying to just get whatever they want, because that was high school. That was high school. Every once in a while you'd have a kid that would hesitate and they'd get caught lying, because kids aren't exactly practiced liars, a lot of them, and some of them actually don't want to lie. But for the most part, the kids who would be these problem kids, oh my God, will they lie. They will lie right at you about anything, absolutely anything, to get out of trouble. Why? Because they'll get away with it if you let them. You have to check them on everything. There's a handful of students, they're like the older kids, or the more mature kids, I should say, the ones who actually want to go to college and still kind of have a belief in the system. So they're like, ooh, I better not lie. Like those kids. Yeah, they won't lie. But these kids, the kids who have given up, they've given up on high school. Oh, yeah, I just need to reach these kids. No, if I reach them on an emotional level, You're not going to do that, teachers with no degree in psychology or psychiatry. You're not going to reach them. They're just going to lie to you to get what they want. And what they want is to get out of high school and start partying and doing the same thing they're doing while they're in school. Because they're under the mistaken impression everybody outside of the school is just as soft a touch as you. How are you going to get a job? I'll get one. Yeah, because they think they're going to lie their way into a job and they'll just get paid. And when they don't do the work, oh, they'll just lie about that too, because they do it in school and they get away with it in school all the damn time. So what they need is discipline. Not necessarily punishment, but discipline. Enough discipline that they go, yeah, I'm not really getting away with this stuff. I better, like, at least kind of study. What they need is a shock to the system. What they need is like, hey, you're screwed if you walk out of here with absolutely no education. I tried to tell that to a class one day. A class like this. It wasn't a detention situation or a summer school, but it was a situation in which they were on the bottom tier of the classes. They weren't learning anything. And I was trying to explain to them, what you're going to do is you're probably going to drop out of high school as soon as you're old enough to go party, and you're going to find yourself working your A off and wishing you had stayed in high school, because then you're going to have to get a GED after high school while you're working, which won't be fun at all, instead of just graduating now. Most of them will graduate anyway, because even less than the minimum effort will get you a high school diploma these days. They definitely weren't going to college unless they went to like some sort of community college that their parents would spend money for and hope that the same thing would happen, that they would have, you know, teachers that are a soft touch that would keep letting them graduate to keep getting their tuition money. How do I reach these kids? So it annoys me because this paradigm doesn't really exist anymore. The kind of teacher that Anthony Michael Hall is playing, first off, all the men have been driven out of the teaching profession, just about. A lot of them have. They're in administration, which I think he is. And that's probably why he wants to just fail them and go back to, you know, becoming from vice principal, if he's vice principal, to principal, and then district head or whatever the next thing above that is. Whereas Debbie Gibson is, you know, oh no, I'm gonna help these kids, and then I'm gonna go on TikTok and tell everybody all about it. I guess, because that's what teachers seem to do these days. They teach and then brag on TikTok how great teachers they are. So is this movie going to be good? I don't even think this movie is in the realm of reality anymore. Is it going to be a comedy? Where's the comedy in it? Michael Hall stumbling back over a potted plant? That was the only comedy moment I saw in this entire trailer. Other than one of the acting kids, the kid with the long hair making a funny face, this guy. I mean, he's trying to make it funny, but he's too busy having his shirt off trying to be sexy for the cover of Teen Beat magazine. Is that still a thing? The Class. Drama movie. It says drama movie here. It says comedy movie in the title. Yeah, it's definitely not a comedy. I would say it's closer to a drama. Closer to a drama. Yeah, see that? Hey, he's kind of funny. He's got good expression. He deserves to be in a better movie than this. So does Anthony Michael Hall, by the way. He was the guy, by the way. He was the nerd guy back in the 80s. He probably wouldn't have been in this role because this is the guy with a shirt off role. And who lets a kid come into high school with his shirt off? Like, button your shirt. Button your shirt or you'll be expelled or whatever. See, they don't have these threats anymore. The threats don't work on students anymore. When you reach the point where you don't care about being detained, you don't care about detention, you don't care about suspension, you're in summer school, and you just don't care anymore. Oh, there's Debbie Gibson looking, oh, did I reach these kids? So, I mean, I'm sorry to rant about education, but even to me, an amateur on the outside who did some substitute teaching work, it looks like it's falling apart and has looked that way for 20 years to me. But now, the stuff I see, coming out of TikTok, I can't even imagine dealing with a kid who's been brought up on top of all the dysfunction that most of these kids have. Oh yeah, he's also been in a lockdown, so that hurt his IQ, hurt his ability to read subtle signals from people, and he's questioning his identity and whatnot because yeah, there was all that, and you got to deal with that. Oh, and you got to teach him something. Yeah, right. So first act, they all come together, and they're all a bunch of crazy wild kids who are stuck in summer school, and they got problems, but they keep it bottled in. And Anthony Michael Hall's a bad guy; he wants to fail them. But don't worry, Debbie Gibson's gonna save them. I got to reach these kids. So then the second act, you write a play about your life experience because you're high school students and you have such amazing life experience going to school every day. Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Oh, school sucks. Oh, what a revelation. Um, you deserve a Tony for this play. And then they're going to do a play, and turns out, they get real talking. Yeah, man, I got problems. I got problems too. Oh, man, give me a hug. You got problems. Oh, now I'm going to punch you because we need a dramatic moment. Okay. Third act. Anthony Michael Hall goes too far because he really hates these kids. He doesn't want to help them. He wants to hate them. He doesn't care. He don't care, man. Look at his haircut. Look at his haircut. And they all becomes friends. And then they sign a thing, just like in the Breakfast Club, where they leave them a note at the end. I mean, what did you do? Watch half of the Breakfast Club and zoom through the rest and then make this movie? I'm sorry to come down on you, dude, but this is really infuriating to see a movie like this. The only upshot is I don't think anybody else wants to see this either. I don't think this is relatable at all to the current paradigm or the zeitgeist or whatever you want to call it. I think it'll be relatable to maybe people as old as me or in their 40s who kind of had school like this. School's effed up now. And you had a chance to address this. Maybe Anthony Michael Hall fans and Debbie Gibson fans. That's the age range, I think. Not kids. I don't think any kids will see this movie. I think they'll get bored. They'll be like, and this has been a thing that goes way back before the woke. Like middle-aged people writing movies about high school, but really they insert their experiences instead of current experience. It's a huge problem. If you want to write a movie like this, you got to talk to some high school students. At least be a parent and talk to them. And good luck, because teenagers tend not to tell you the truth. That's what I've been saying. So if you want to see a movie that I think completely lies to its audience, just my opinion. It's all just my opinion. Sorry to rant, but I'm voting this down. A rare downvote for me. Yeah, it's only got 579 upvotes and 129 downvotes. I think you made a huge mistake with this movie. You had an opportunity to talk about education maybe and how much the teachers are screwing up these kids. That would have been a good movie, right? So imagine Anthony Michael Hall is the same character, but Debbie Gibson's also a woke idiot who has no sense of what these kids need, and she's too busy pushing her agenda, and they're completely not helpful at all, neither one of them. Then maybe you could have the kids, they come together because it's like, well, the system's not helping us at all. The people who work here are too busy huffing their own farts with their own opinions. Then maybe you can make a drama work. But I would make them friends, because all these kids, they would be friends already. They would already all know each other 99% of the time. The kids who end up in these classes, they all know each other because they're in this class every year. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. I got something cooking in the kitchen. It's smelling good. So I'm going to go check on it. I have some dinner, and we'll see you in the next one.